Hi, LATV and the Q Agenda, and welcome to the Connie Norman Transgender Empowerment Center. We're hosting, in collaboration with the City of West Hollywood, an art exhibit in celebration of Transgender Day of Visibility, which takes place March 31st.
Well, let me just start off by saying that being in Los Angeles is one of the most important headquarters, I think, for trans people in the world. The only way people are gonna learn about us as human beings, as a community, as people, is by being present, being visible, and also showcase our talents, like many of the artists that are going to be presenting their work here at the center.
A quick message on behalf of Trans Day of Visibility to all those watching.
My message is, be proud of yourself. No matter where you are in your transition, even if you haven't started hormones, you haven't changed your name legally, or you haven't even told your family and friends that you're transgender, be proud of who you are. Because you were born like this. We don't become transgender, we're born transgender. And that's something that a lot of times people get confused. We don't turn into somebody. We're letting go of a mask so that people can see the real us, and I think that's important. It's like remembering that you've always been you, be proud of that, and just keep moving forward.
Who better to have on Trans Day of Visibility than the one and only Monica Trasandes.
Thank you.
Really brief, really quick. What does it feel like to be in a time and a space where some of us are able to openly celebrate a day like Transgender Day of Visibility?
It feels beautiful to be here. It's so important for all of us to be here. Those of us who are allies to the trans community, those of us who are L, G, and B, for all of us to celebrate together feels beautiful.
What would you say are some great tools or resources for people who want to educate themselves more on our community?
I think, read. Go on websites, read about Trans Latina Coalition, read about, watch shows, watch interviews. GLAD.org, obviously, if it's not too
GLAD.org.
We have a lot of great profiles. Just read a lot, be interested, care, know that your role as an ally is important and needed. And you do a bit of the work. If you don't know about trans or non-binary people, learn about them.
Okay guys, no one is more visible than my next guest here. One of the stars of General Hospital, Miss Cassandra James. Hi Cassandra, how are you?
Hi, that's so sweet. And a little slutty, I guess?
I mean, I didn't mean it that way, but if you want to take it that way, sure. So of course I have to ask you, what does that feel like and what does it mean to you, especially on a day like Trans Day of Visibility?
You know, I make jokes or whatever, but I really do feel so honored. You know, it's such an honor to be on the show and to have the audience that it does, and to be visible in that way just feels like such a gift, and I don't take it for granted. Every day on set is just so exciting for me, and I'm always excited to see what's coming next for my character. And
finally, just a quick message on Transgender Day of Visibility for all those watching, whether they are savvy to our community or not, something of enlightenment.
And every year at this time, I really am reminded how alone we are as a community, and that it's really always our own voices that are the loudest at these times. And there's a lot of silence surrounding these days and these moments in our community, these milestones that we carry every year. And you really can't stop us. You know, trans people have been here. We've always been here shining. And I'm just honored that I get to shine my light in this lifetime. I don't know.
Girl, I can tell you, you are one of the brightest lights in this community, so I thank you so much for being here. What is something that you hope people take away from viewing and appreciating your artwork?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, the number one thing that I say is I hope that somebody just doesn't feel so alone. I remember when I was first coming out, I actually went back in the closet for a while because I was so afraid that I was gonna have to live a life that was stealth, that nobody would love me if they found out that I was trans. And like, I just want to show, especially trans youth, that not only am I an artist and I'm out and I'm loud and I'm proud, but I'm showcasing trans at the center of my artistic work, and people love me for it. People appreciate, you see it and you're like, oh my God, a dick painting, like that's so fun, versus what I thought my life would be like, where it was like, keep that hidden, keep that quiet, live a really like sad stealth life, which is not something that I ever wanted.
How do I explain my friend Reese? You're just so vibrant. I would love to hear from you what Trans Day of Visibility means to you.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Trans Day of Visibility is important to me because people see 3 trans people on TV and think that's visibility, whereas don't forget there's 1,200 channels. Okay, if there isn't one person on every single one of those channels, that's not visibility yet. I'm just saying, I know 1,200 trans people, like personally. So if each one of them isn't represented on television or in the media, or in the writer's room with directors, with producers, these all should be also trans people. Like, it's not just inclusivity to have us in front of the camera. We need to be in all aspects of entertainment. And so I work in entertainment, so that's where I'm coming from. But that's what it means to me, because visibility, for me, the media is America's religion. They believe everything they see, they believe everything they read, and so if they don't ever see us, where's the visibility? So a message for trans people and the allies: stick with us, we're worth it, and we're not going anywhere. And so it's time to just get used to it. Treat us like people. We're not your other thing. We're not a gimmick. We're not a passing fancy. We're not a trend. We're your neighbors. We're your lovers. We're your friends. Treat us like that. We're very, very simple asks. Thanks. We're people.